All right. And we are back. Guys, don't forget, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Coming up at you now, we've got some recommendations for you, what we've been watching, what we've been getting into. Yeah. Awesome. What do you want to talk about? I know we can talk about something that we haven't got into heavily on the show yet, but here's the chance. Here it is. Lay it on me.
I am a huge fan and supporter of Hacks, and you and I have been
Yes.
talking about it off camera for many weeks, and you have not watched an episode yet, but you're going to promise to watch one tonight.
Yes.
I will give a very brief synopsis on what Hacks is. The season finale happened a couple weeks ago. We kept running over it because anyway, it's about it, oh gosh, it's about a boomer comedian played by Jean Smart, and then her millennial writer is Hannah Einbender, and there's this
Okay.
huge generational gap. And like Jean Smart's character has been in the business for a long time. She does stand up. Basically, it's about how these two women support and also backstab, also love, also hate each other. And it's primarily to me about what it takes as a woman to make it in comedy. And so it's a very special show for me to watch. I love the three creators of it. It's a married couple. Paul Downs is on the show. He's also a writer and a director. And then Lucia Anello, and then Jen Slatsky. And the three of them are really good friends. They met doing improv comedy together in New York. I used to watch Paul do improv all the time at UCB in New York. I was in
Wow.
class with his wife, who is a very funny lady. So like I feel very personally connected to the show. Meg Sattler, who is on the show, who is
Yeah.
Paul's assistant. She and I used to play together in Chicago. She's always been a huge talent. Like she's very, very funny, very unique, specific talent. I just feel, I've helped people audition for the show. Anyway, I just love the show.
Yeah.
And if you're
We got
not
to get you
watching,
on there.
huh?
We got to get you on there.
I I would dream to be on that show.
We got to
That
put it out
show.
there.
Julianne Nicholson was on this season. It is brilliant what she does on the show. I was crying some episodes. I was laughing so hard. It's just
Yeah.
such a well-written and well-produced show. I just think if you're not watching the show, you're doing yourself a disservice. I think it's just a really great show. I think everybody's
Yeah.
funny in their own way. They write for people to be their most funny. And so they talk about how they
Yeah.
hired certain people. I actually helped my friend read for one of the parts on the show, and then Michaela Watkins got the part, and I was like, "Oh wow, that makes sense too." I was like, "That's cool." So it's an amazing, amazing comedy show.
It's getting all kinds of great reviews. A lot of the actors and actresses on it, I am a big fan of. So we're gonna watch it tonight when the missus comes back from her mom's. We're gonna work on our dance for the wedding, and we'll get into that and the studio. We're gonna get into it.
You still don't watch the studio either? Jesus Christ, what am I doing here?
I'm
I've
bad at my homework.
I've watched your shows that you've made me watch.
What other show did you watch after? Did you watch anything else? You watch Andor?
Yeah,
Oh, you
didn't
did.
like
What do you
it.
think of Andor?
No, it's not my vibe. And we
Not a
talked
sci-fi head.
we talked about, what did we talk about? St. Dennis. What is that?
Yeah, Saint Dennis Medical.
Did we
Not
talk
your
about
vibe.
it? We didn't talk about
We
it
talked
on
about it
air.
off air. Off air,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just say
Such a good show.
multicam is hard, and sometimes it takes a little
Watch
bit of time for like the cast to find their rhythm.
watch you get a audition for the show, and then you're gonna get like a series reg, and I'll be sitting here like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, and I'd be brilliant on the show.
You would be good. I'd be hilarious, laughing like, see, look at you. I
Yeah,
told her.
but it's very everyone who's on that show is also a very, very, very seasoned comedian, and they're very
Season.
funny. Seasoned. They're peppery.
So
They're
good.
spicy.
Yes, paprika infused, as we like to say.
So
I
what are
was
you
gonna say
watching
something
animated?
about. Well, no, hold on. I was gonna say something about hacks, and I got off my train of thought. Like, oh
What?
no, what was you thinking? Hacks. And the studio. Oh, goodness gracious. Old, man. Right out this one, literally
You thinking Allison has really good taste in shows? Thank you.
pretty good taste in shows. Yes, yes, yes. But gosh, something about Hacks you were saying. Oh my goodness. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Wow. Welcome to 40, everybody. Welcome to 40.
Well,
Welcome. Yes. So like, that's the whole beauty of this thing is I'm a nerd. I'm the dichotomy between us. Why we're the odd couple. I love cartoons, anime, gaming. And so, I'm an escapist. I love to every now and then just be like, okay, I need to get out of this crazy, hellish scape we have created around us right now and just be like in some other place. And so, Apple has this animated CGI show called Wandla, and it is phenomenal. If you're into animated kind of CGI, stories, this is a good one. It's a sci-fi tale about this young girl named Eve, and she is raised in this like biosphere, her and her android mother, because obviously we destroyed the Earth and we got to repopulate, right? But she's the only
obviously.
person we kind of see at first. Exactly, obviously, and we ruined it all. It's all been ruined, guys. And so I always love tales that start like that too. And she ends up getting out and trying to find other humans, but realizing that holy crap, Earth is it's not at all like she's been studying from her hollow novels or whatever, right? It's all different. There's a whole other species of creatures and animals and planets and life forms and all this stuff living here. And she's got to figure out what the heck is going on. She's trying to find other humans. She's heard whispers of other humans being in another city somewhere. And so it's her tale to try to first find other humans in the first season. And then the second season, guess what? She finds the humans, but dun dun dun, they're a disappointment as always. We're disappointing, right? Uh, and so in the second season now, she's like, oh crap, these humans are terrible. I got to try to save the rest of the world from them. It's a nice little animated show, really well done, really well voice acted. I guess that's one of the reasons I like animated things because I've always been a fan of great voice acting and
Uh-huh.
wanting to be in more voice acting stuff myself. That I think that's what draws me to animation too. Is I love the visuals, but I love great voice acting. It can really transport and elevate things. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for a good quality animated show that's a little bit serious but not overly serious, and just kind of kick back and get into some sci-fi kind of adventurism, Wandle on Apple TV is a quality show for you, everybody.
Apple TV. Apple.
Apple, again, Apple, they just need to market. They are relying too heavily on their brand recognition. They got some quality stuff on there. I mean, holy cow. Whenever they start syndicating this stuff off of Apple, it's going to be expensive for people. It's so
Yeah.
good.
So good. I think Apple TV always
Yeah.
takes their time. It always looks really well professionally done.
Mhm. Yeah. And I'm amazed actually, there's a show on there, another sci-fi show called Foundation, which I don't know what the ratings are on it, but somehow they keep greenlighting seasons and the budget just keeps going up because it looks phenomenal. CGI characters, it's got great actors. It's got what's his name? Lee Pace is in it. Lee Pace.
No, who's that?
Lee Pace he's from Lord of the Rings. He was from Guardians of the Galaxy. He was also in that show on HBO. What was it called that the missus likes? Gosh, I can't think of it. There was this HBO show that was kind of, I think it was a Tim Burton produced show because it had a very Tim
Ooh.
Burton look to it, where he was he had the ability to bring people back from the dead, but only for like a minute. Yeah.
Only for like a minute?
And also only for a minute, but also he couldn't touch people because if he touched them, he would it could kill you. I forget what the
That's
name of the show
dark.
is though, but it was kind of this light kind of detective show where he was helping this detective figure out how people got murdered. And
Is that
so, because he
Dexter?
would touch them and no, it was a Dexter. No, he wasn't killing anybody. He was trying not to touch people. He ran a bakery. And so he was baking
Huh.
pies and stuff. And actually,
Interesting.
what he would do is he would take rotten fruit and make it not rotten anymore and make the pies out of it.
Oh, that's weird.
What was the name of this show?
This is a
I
real
had the
show?
guy.
You learn about rotten
Yes,
pie
this
fruit?
is
Guys, get your stuff out there. Rotten Pie Fruit show is being made on Apple TV.
no, but this was not on Apple TV. This was on gosh, this was on. I think it's on HBO. You can watch it. Oh man, I can't even remember it. But
Find
quality
out.
show, guys. When I think of the name, we'll do a segment about it when I think of the name.
Nice.
Nice, nice, nice. Any stories you want to talk about? Anything going on in Hollywood? Any stories? What you got for me? Anything?
There's been like a resurgence of older male actors dating younger females. Like Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend is 19. 19.
Shut up.
And he's
Oh, okay. See,
what?
I missed it. We got to get into this. This is like social media territory. Wait, DiCaprio's new girl is 19?
She
Leo
19.
DiCaprio's new girlfriend. Uh, Vittoria Ceriti. She's an Italian model. They've been romantically linked since 2023. She's 19 now or was 19 then?
Ah, let's find
Because
out. I don't
she would have
know.
been 17 then.
Let's find out.
Oh, yeah. While they haven't officially committed on their relationship, sources have indicated that they are exclusive and completely smitten with each other. Let's see, where does that come from? That comes from Elle magazine. Public perception. Ceriti has openly expressed that she finds it annoying being constantly referred to as DiCaprio's girlfriend. Uh-oh. You know who she looks like?
Who?
Gosh, what is this actress? She looks like, well, this is her here, if you can see there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. No, she's gorgeous. She looks a lot like a young version of the actress who's in, let me get her now, who's in Daredevil. I think she also might be Italian, actually. Or she might be Dutch.
Mm.
Daredevil cast. Let's see here. Yes. What is, oh no, she's Israeli, but this lady here, you seen her before?
No. She's
They
pretty.
have very similar. Yeah. She was in Superman. She kind of look. She's a great actress, actually. She's in Daredevil. She plays Wilson Fisk's wife, Vanessa.
Mm.
Very, very good.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Hollywood couples that I think have a big age gap, which I think is really interesting.
It is. How do you feel about that? What's your okay zone, no okay zone?
Of dating or like what do I think is
Like in terms of age gaps and how young, like, because it's all usually it's a guy going for somebody that's kind of quite the DiCaprio thing. That's 19. That's all like. But like if it was, because DiCaprio's what, 45, 46, something like that. So a
yeah.
couple, he's around our age somewhere. You know, if
I
she
guess
was 27, that's not so crazy, right?
I guess my question
Where do you draw the line?
is for me it's like if you're going to have children together and Pops is like 20, 30 years older, what's that going to look like?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was once I once made the mistake. I was working at a really beautiful restaurant and there were
Mhm.
these two sons and a dad that used to come in all the time. Like every single
Yeah.
Wednesday they'd come in, it was for lunch. And the dad was super, super handsome, like very silver foxy. And I
Okay.
was much, much younger. And
Gave you the Steve.
oh yeah, for sure. And I thought the sons were flirting with me and that's why they kept coming back. But it was the dad that wanted to keep coming back to sit with me. And finally,
How old
one
were
of the
you?
sons, I was like early 30s.
Okay.
But his children were close to my age, right? Like, his
Yeah.
kids were
So
probably,
he's mid-60s.
late 20s. Yeah, so he
Yeah.
was
So he's
he was
early
old.
60s.
Yeah, I would say like late 50s, early 60s. And he got up to go to the restroom and the sons go, "My dad really has a crush on you. He's been trying to ask you out for months." And they were all like hedge fund kids. And I said to them, I said, "Thought one of you were going to ask me out." And they go, "No, we can't. Our dad really has a crush on you. What do you think about that?" And at the time, I wanted kids. So I was like, "I don't know. Does your dad want a whole second family? Like, will I be pushing like a stroller and your dad down the aisle simultaneously at one of your weddings?" Like, these were the words coming out of my mouth, like, without even any hesitation, like, that's
Wheelchair
immediately
on the right, stroller on the left.
that's what my brain went to immediately, because he was older.
Yeah,
I mean, he
yeah,
could still have kids, but did he really want me as, like, a young 32-year-old to have a second family? And I knew he
yeah,
wouldn't. Like, why would he,
yeah,
like, intentionally do
yeah,
that? But
yeah.
I see a lot of these Hollywood couples where I'm just like, if you're dating just to date and have fun, sure. If you're dating with no intention of, like, having this be a serious relationship, of course, like, do your thing. But if you're actually
Mhm.
considering starting, like, a whole family or a life with them, the timelines are different.
Oh, yeah. But, like,
Like,
where do you draw the line? What's where you think, "Okay, is this Leo thing? Like, is this too much? Is this too far for Leo?"
well, he doesn't want kids, so, like, do what you wanna do, You're a celeb, if you wanna date a 19, 23, or whatever it is, go ahead. If you're
Yeah.
looking for a partner, though, like somebody who I just don't see, my whole thing is like, eventually you'll have a situation where because someone's lack of life experience, they won't be able to rise to the occasion of whatever the occasion might be. So, like, if you're, God forbid, hospitalized and you're in your 70s and
Mhm.
you're dating a 23-year-old, like, to put that amount of pressure on your very young girlfriend to make life altering decisions for you, I don't think that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with how do you feel about especially when it comes to the older man and the younger girl, how do you feel about the power dynamic playing into the longevity of the relationship? Do you feel like there maybe is when a girl gets into one of these relationships, there's a fear of leaving it?
Well, I guess my question is this, and this is just personal. Are you really attracted, if you were the same age, if you were also in your 70s and you're dating a 7-year-old, our bodies look different, right? Like,
Mhm.
are you really attracted to a 70-year-old man's body when you're 23 years old? I wanna know. Like, I don't, like, maybe you are. I don't
Yeah.
know. But, like, I would ask you, would you want to date, like, a 90-year-old woman?
Well,
Like,
no.
would you wanna,
Well,
you
here's
know
a situation. How do you feel about because Patrick Stewart is gosh, I think he's 80, but his wife she's only 48, I think. I think she's in her late 40s, I wanna say,
okay.
and she was in her early 40s, I believe.
I mean, I would have a hard time thinking of dating somebody older than my father.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't I don't think I would I don't think I'd wanna be their caretaker later in life is really where my brain
yeah,
goes.
yeah,
But, I mean,
that
yeah,
for
sorry,
me,
go ahead.
those are different situations, like a 40-year-old woman choosing to date an older man who's, like, 60, 70, 80, as opposed to a 18, 19, 20-year-old choosing to date a 45, 50, 60-year-old, you know what I mean? Those are
Yeah,
2 different brackets.
agreed. I think
Yeah,
once you're past 35, you've had a lot of life experience. So if you're 35 and you're like, "I wanna date this 60-year-old man because I find him really attractive," that makes sense to me. Go ahead,
yeah,
no
yeah,
problem.
I agree. I totally agree.
But if
Yeah.
you are, like, not out of your 20s and you're dating someone above 50, 60, question it kind of a little bit.
Yeah, it's a very tough decision. You have to question yourself about, well, how does this feel? What is the power dynamic doing to me and all that? Is it making me feel like I need to still be here when I don't really want to? It's like, so it's a tricky situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How do you feel
Yeah, the
about
missus
people
and I
getting
have a
how do you feel about people getting married and when they're really young?
in the modern era, I don't think you should do it. I think people should avoid getting married in their 20s at almost all costs in the modern era. Truly. I really, really do. Your parents and my parents, they got married when they were like my parents got married before they graduated college. They were both in the last semester and they got married. They're 20 and 21. My mom actually hadn't even turned 21 yet, and so she had to have her father had to sign a marriage license.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
But they
Yeah.
knew. Like, they knew that.
Yeah, they knew. They're old school, and, especially for a young Black couple in that era, it was marriage and finding togetherness was a safety issue too. Growing up in America, unfortunately, in that way, it was about finding solidarity and safety with each other, and so that was one of the things.
Mhm.
That's just kinda how it was, and so they stayed together for all these years.
So nice. Do they still like each other?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, like any other couple, they have their spats and things like that. As kids, we witnessed disagreements between our parents, things like that, of course. But no, they've stayed super solid. My dad. It takes one or two people in the relationship to be accommodating, and I feel like my dad is very accommodating. My mom has a strong personality, so yeah,
I like that. That's nice. That makes
yeah.
sense to me.
It makes sense. Um, yeah, I think that's about it for the show, though. It sounds we kind of talked about everything.
That's
We had a good
fast.
run. It's fast. We had that first cut we had, that was 30 minutes. This one's been about 25, so
Wow.
that's the show, man. Yeah.
Man, we could talk about butter on a stick. You know what I'm saying?
We can. Oh, shoot, when you said that, gosh, that makes me think of something. Okay, so real quick before we get here. So I had a interview at a business. I don't wanna, it was a fitness business, I'll say that. It was a very good interview, but at the very end of it, they had a word association kinda comparison little thing they like to do with people, where they give you 2 things, and they give you 1 minute to say as many comparisons between these 2 things as you can think of.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, all right, sure, let's do it. Um, and he's like, all right. So he puts his phone up and he's like, I'm going to give you the things before I hit the time. I was all right. And he says, I want you to tell me the similarities and comparisons between a cat and a refrigerator. And I was like, oh, okay, hold on. Let me stop laughing first. And then he hit the timer and I just had to go for 1 minute about similarities between a cat and a refrigerator.
That's so weird. What do you think the point of that was?
I don't know. Do you want to try it? You want to see what you can get, what kind of goofiness you can come up with in a minute?
Sure, we can do one.
All right, you're gonna go here and let's see what you got. Okay,
Okay.
I'll hit the timer. So 1 minute to give us as many similarities as you can between a cat and a refrigerator. Are you ready?
Sure.
Three, two.
Well, you both have to buy them at a store. They are not free. You have to purchase a refrigerator. A refrigerator has a guarantee, a cat does not.
So it's gotta be similar.
What? Right.
They gotta be similar.
You have to give them both an energy source. So a refrigerator needs electricity and cat needs food. Um,
Okay, okay.
Both have to take care of them. You have to do repairs on a refrigerator. You have to take a cat to a vet. You both have to treat them with kindness. If you slam a refrigerator door, you're going to break the refrigerator. Same way as if you slam a cat into a door, you will break your cat.
Very
What
true.
else is
You're doing
similar? You
good.
could probably name both of them. I like to name my refrigerator Bessie. You probably have a pet name for your cat.
I have
They're
not named a
both
refrigerator.
they're specific types. You either have a Frigidaire or you have a Siamese cat.
And time. I gave you 3 seconds too long.
That was pretty
That was
good.
actually I must say that was actually very good.
Yeah.
See, I got so I went along the lines of also, you know, feeding them, taking care of them, buying um like expensive. They both have like there's pedigrees, there's different great grades of cat refrigerators, you know what I mean? Like
Oh, I like that.
yeah. And so isn't that it's just weird though. It's like that
I
I
think
thought that was
it's
very interesting.
I think for me, the way it was doing it made my brain think differently of like how are things connected? And I think they wanted to see
Yeah.
how your brain worked. But for
Yeah.
a
I
fitness
think they
gym,
wanted to see if you can have fun with it too. You know,
yeah,
because I'm sure some people get annoyed by that, and it's like, well, oh, we don't want you to be annoyed. It's like, relax. It's just a little thing, you know.
that was really fun. We should do that once a week. That
Um,
was fun.
yeah, okay. Next week you come up with something for me, and we'll do it. It'll be the way we end the show.
Do they have a list of where I could do these things? You just pull two different objects together and try to connect them.
Whatever you want. Yeah, get wild with it.
All right, cool.
We'll see if we can stump each other. That's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it.
Make it
Yes.
tough. Yeah,
Nice.
there we go. All right. Guys, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned. We got more stuff coming. I'm going to be posting more. Don't worry, it's coming out.
We
Guys,
got
have, oh, what is it?
cool guests coming.
Champagne booking. Yes, we got a cool guest coming. Plus, we're going to start to have some friends on little by little as we move through the summer, you know. A buddy of mine said wants to come on. I know you have some friends who also want to come on too. So,
Also true.
yeah. Stay tuned. I'd love to shoot a sketch sometime in July if we can.
Oh boy.
2
July's gonna
minute,
be
1
busy
minute
for you.
sketch, 1 minute.
July's gonna be busy for you, but we'll do
I
our
mean, well,
best.
maybe how about August then? August we'll do a one. Can we get a 1 minute sketch out?
I'm leaving for Europe on August 8th, but we can do it either at the end of July, beginning of August. So yes.
Okay. Where are you going in Europe?
I'm going to Italy and Spain.
Oh, well, nice.
Is true.
Ciao. All right, guys. Have champagne bookings and caviar dreams. See you next time.
Bye.